Today I'm going to show you how to make chicken enchilada soup. It is so yummy. It is a staple in our family. It's got great flavor, goes well with tortilla chips, filling, all the things. First thing I'm going to do is get a Dutch oven going. I'm going to turn the heat on to medium. I'm going to pour in probably 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to put in 1 red onion, 1 white onion. So I like to try and get our pan up to a good temp, and in that time that I'm waiting, I'm going to chop the onion. For dicing onions, I like to use our chopper. It opens up, has this blade, and then has these little teeth that push down and give us really nice finely chopped onions. It just is a time saver in the kitchen for me. I also like to use a Member's Mark knife. I will link both these items. This is from Walmart, really good price. This is from Sam's Club, really good price. So I'll put a link below. Red onion, white onion. This is strictly preferential. You could use yellow onions. You could use both white onions, both yellow, both red. It doesn't matter. I just like a lot of color, and I love the different flavor varieties. So I'm gonna cut off the top and bottom of the onion. For all the professional chefs out there, they're gonna tell me I did it wrong. This is just what I do. I'm going to make a notch in the next layer down because this is still a little bit fleshy. I take it down an extra layer just because I do not like those weird fleshy onion hunks and stuff. So take it all off, you're left with this. For the chopper, typically what I will do is cut it in half, like that, and then I will cut it in half again. So we have 4 pieces so far, just like this, okay? And then I'm just gonna cut it into thirds. 1, 2, 3. So I am left with 6 onion chunklets that we'll chop up in the chopper. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna take my chopper, open it up. I love this thing. And I'm gonna take 1/6 of the onion and just lay it down. It really doesn't matter. As you can see, let me get a little bit closer. I'm just gonna set it on here, okay? Just like that, right in the middle. And then I'm just gonna firmly press down. And what you are given are these beautiful diced onion pieces. Using this because you get all these beautiful sizes that are the same. I use this when I'm making like a pico de gallo because all the peppers, the tomatoes, the onions, they're all the same size. And then we'll just add this and give it a stir. Okay, these are a beautiful color, so I'm going to stop here and I'm going to add the chicken stock from the shredded chicken that I made in the Instant Pot. All right, here's my shredded chicken. Going in there also. Beautiful. Okay, I have 1 can of green chili enchilada sauce, 1 can of Rotel. Then I have 2 cans of diced green chilies. 1, 2, 1 can of corn, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, about 1 cup of sour cream. Come on. There we go. Now, anytime I add sour cream to a soup, I get a whisk and kind of incorporate it in there so that it doesn't have weird chunks. If you've ever tried to make a soup with the sour cream, you'll know what I mean. And depending on how much broth I got from the chicken, I might need to add some more broth. I'm gonna put the lid on this and let this cook down after I add the spices and see how much liquid we're left with, but this is looking, oh, phenomenal. So yummy. These are the spices I'll be putting in it. Montreal steak, obviously, cumin, garlic salt, hot chili powder. So we'll say probably half a teaspoon Montreal, full teaspoon of cumin. I rarely measure things, but that's about what it is. Honestly, a heaping teaspoon. Cumin is that yummy ingredient that nobody can figure out what it is. Especially if you go to like a Hispanic restaurant and you're like, oh my goodness, this meat is flavored so amazingly. A lot of times it's cumin. Or if you like taco seasoning, this is what's in it. It gives it a very smoky-ish flavor, but it's just yummy. We use it in anything that we're going for a little bit of flair in. Half a teaspoon of garlic salt. I do it this way instead of measuring it out because I cannot when I find a clump of seasoning somewhere in the soup. So I try and spread it out over the top. This is to each their own. Then just this is hot Mexican style chili powder. We love this stuff. I go easy on it, so this will probably end up being like a quarter of a teaspoon, not a ton. Because I don't want it too spicy for the kids, but you could easily do regular chili powder. Then we're gonna give it a good healthy stir. And I am going to turn the temperature from medium to simmer. So at like a 2 level. I make a chicken tortilla soup that is similar, but it's definitely got different flavors than this. We didn't do any cream of chicken in this. There's no beans. It's just a yummy soup. Then on the top of all this, I'm gonna add shredded Monterey Jack cheese. And I'm just gonna spread it around the top, pop the lid on, and let it simmer for a little bit. Okay, and then we are left with this yummy soup. So we're gonna do scoop and another scoop, and then I've got my Scoopy boys right there, and then I'm just gonna garnish with my favorite guacamole salsa. And you could easily do cilantro on top of this. You could do green onions. You could do more sour cream, more cheese. But there's the yummy soup. All right, we're gonna analyze it just like they do on Chopped when they present their final meal. You ready for this? First of all, the flavor is insane. It is creamy, delicious. It's got this smoky flavoring to it. Momdiggity.com. 10 out of 10 will make again. Every single one of my kiddos were like, this is so good. And half of them wanted to put a bed of Dorito chips down first. Half of them wanted to use Tostitos. So we did them both. And all 6 kids that are eating it, this guy will eat it too, are digging it.